magnet on it too.
All right, this is Bruce Hyland and his son, Alexander here. We're here to fix the starter on my Model A. I already have a video of what it sounds like starting up, so this essentially is the starter which we're going to remove. We got a 9/16 and a half, and we're going to take the starter out and take a look at it and see what we can figure out what's making that noise. And my name's Ben. We're from the Queen City Model A Club in Charlotte.
Okay. At least we got that, and we don't have to.
What we've done here, just disconnected the starter, which was, or disconnected the battery, and we've taped it up so it doesn't touch anything.
And then we took the starter rod and unscrewed
that.
The starter rod, just unscrewed.
So this way you don't have to disconnect from under the floorboard. You're already disconnected.
Right.
Here,
Yep.
so.
All off. And we got one bolt that's way back here. Usually take this one out first because it's nasty. You don't want the whole thing hanging on the hardest bolt.
Yeah, that's
to
true.
take out.
We're live.
Okay, I'm taking the last nut off the electrical, and now we I see we need a screwdriver, just a flat screwdriver, and we'll take that last wire off.
Slide out the wire. Yeah.
See if I can do it without dropping that. Yeah, I've run one of these. I've got a breaker in mine. It's from a semi. I should do an article on it in the newsletter. It's just a little breaker snaps in there. So if it pops, it doesn't. As soon as it cools down, it goes back in. So you never have to worry about. Now I'm going to take this and put it back in here so we don't. Well, I got to
leave it up there with the other
Okay,
screws.
now if you want to video it, well, let's pull this out of here.
Up and out.
Oh.
How bad is that chewed up?
Huh. Oh, it's all loose. That's what it is. Here's what it is. Boy, you're lucky you didn't drop a bolt down. But this one is even. Well, it's not loose, but look how loose this is.
Okay. And that's what that was spinning.
That's what was making the noise when this spring would engage. It would make a horrible noise because your nut or your bolt is supposed to be screwed down. These tabs are supposed to be against it.
Do you think it's damaged beyond repair? So would you use a new one, or should
I would put a new one in since you've got it and not take any chances.
Okay.
It's probably.
We could always have somebody recondition it or put it in a backup parts club.
Yeah. Usually, what I would do is pitch it, or save one of the let's see, half-inch wrench.
Which one?
Open in.
Here. There you go.
But otherwise, it. But even with that tab on there, I can still. Well, thought I could. Give me that screwdriver and I'll tap that tab. But we'll put a new one on, and that way it's all fresh. Hammer, and we got a little hammer. Well, you got this all organized.
Yeah, I tried to organize my toolbox the last couple times. I could never find anything when I need it.
Boy, that's the story of my life.
So essentially, we have starter, Bendix spring.
And see, it had a
something
keyway
fractured in there too. There's like, what is that?
Well, that's
how it's
the
supposed
split.
To be. Okay.
Yeah. And see, this bolt is supposed to go down in there. See, it's got a tab.
Okay.
That little tab there is supposed to go down in here, and that locks the whole thing in
place.
So the only thing moving when it spins
is this,
and
that's just the Bendix gear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And this all looks okay. It probably wouldn't be bad to save a few of these and put them. What I use. Do you want to get that tackle box?
Yeah.
We need to have a seminar. This all looks good. I have a tackle box in the back of the Model A, and it has everything all these little parts. So if
Yeah.
you drop one of these, usually I even brought a magnet, because usually if this would have run much longer, this would have come out
Okay.
and would have dropped down in your flywheel housing.
Okay.
Okay,
So I wonder what would cause that. What
it just wasn't, this tab
wasn't all the way down?
wasn't all the way down.
Okay.
And see, that should have been taken, and
Okay.
see how it won't even,
It won't stop it.
it won't stop it.
It just
And that
spins
was
around.
supposed to be
Holding it tight.
hammered over there. But
Camera of that. So this looks like it was rebuilt because the screws are different here.
yeah, somebody has used a smaller head
Okay.
screw, and it didn't fit right when I felt it to start with. See how far down that goes?
Yeah. Okay.
So it looks almost
That's gonna
like
be
somebody had used.
Maybe tried to rebuild it or something.
Now I'm surprised that there's no keyway in here. We'll use the old keyway, but otherwise
Okay.
everything else looks.
This is slightly different, I guess.
Yeah. Now this, instead of the Spyro, it's just got a spring.
Oh, I
there's
see. It's
the-
on top of it.
It's yeah.
It's compressing something though, because that thing's clearly.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
And,
spring.
and the spring must be like an added, that must be like an added, see this one doesn't have one on it unless
Yeah.
that broke.
Take it back, yeah.
That might have broke and fallen down
Okay.
in
Interesting.
there. So all we do is put this back on. Okay, now we're going to need a 9/16 wrench. I think we've got one. Do we got one? Have we
Yeah.
over there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You
there
want
we
the
go.
socket here? You can use that one.
Okay. Oh, that's 5/8.
Here.
Whoops.
Is there a 5/8 over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we use for.
There you go.
Okay, so this.
So you basically loosen that to get it on.
Yeah, so we'll take this out of here because that poked way down in here.
Okay.
So we'll take this out. We'll slide it on. Now there should be the keyway. The keyway is right here. So we'll
Oh, I see.
we'll take this key, put it in like this. Okay, and whoops, got to put this on first.
So that basically prevents the whole thing from ever coming back out.
Yeah, this keeps it from turning because that goes into here.
Okay.
And once we put this on and we screw this into here, this piece turns with the shaft.
I see.
So it won't.
Allows it to be set in
Yeah,
place.
it's locked. It's locked in.
I need a hammer.
There it is. Okay, now
You
we
just
just
line up those holes.
yeah we just need to. Oh, that's way. Okay, that's the. Oh, I got it upside. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I see it's coming. You just need to
Okay.
pull back. So then you're putting that back into this
Oh.
hole once you line it up.
Yeah, I got it. I got it upside down. Let me pull this back off. Boy, it's about once in 10 years that you ever put this in.
So it's like,
There we go. See, this has to go. The keyway has to go
Oh, I see.
this way.
so you technically, yeah, you could put
there.
it backwards by doing. Okay.
So now it'll be in the correct. There we go.
Awesome.
Now it's in the
Yeah.
correct position, and then we'll pull it out. Now we'll put this, and that little tit on here goes down through here into the shaft, and along with the keyway, that holds it into.
Coming back out.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's a really good thing that you know how to do this stuff because it doesn't seem like very many people do.
Yeah, when we hold a distributor seminar with the club, we make them put the distributors in and time it. There's a lot of people in the club.
Didn't quite
Cooperate.
catch.
Yeah. There we go. Now, that should. Okay.
Jimmy, while you're doing it.
No,
Now it's got it,
finally. Okay. Now we got, yeah, this is, usually these are big like this. I've never seen one, and I think that's
That's
why.
probably why the whole thing
Because
happened.
this isn't real tight. You can,
Yeah.
you can still
And initially,
move it.
like when I first got my car, probably twice, I started it accidentally with the spark down. And for the longest time, I thought that that's what caused this whole problem.
Well, that'll lock it up.
Yeah, that'll cause
See,
some
now I
problems.
can feel it's going into the shaft.
Okay.
Okay, so this
It's basically as tight as you
that's
can
tight.
get it.
Yep. Now, and boy, that. Now, see, it's not loose.
Right, and it won't make that
Yeah,
sound.
and that's what the spring was making that noise. Now, let me see if I can get this just tab. So this tab.
Also, it holds it. I have a bigger hammer should you need that too.
There. Now, see how tight that
Yeah.
tab is there? There's no way,
The way it's going to wobble.
yeah, that's gonna come loose, and that's it. Now
you basically-
this, I think what I've got in one of those boxes, I've got these bolts with the tabs, so if anybody ever loses one,
Right.
we've got them. But you can see this is run loose,
Right.
and the threads are all beat down.
Right.
So it should look. I don't know if this one will come.
That tab right there,
But see, that shouldn't turn
Yeah.
at all.
So that's
but,
those two. So at least we can save this part and the spring from this, but I would get rid of the bolts for.
Yeah, the bolts are no good, and if somebody chewed this up or ruined it.
Yeah.
At least. You can probably order the bolts separately.
I know you can get the spring separately, but
Yeah.
at the time, yeah.
So now, now see this one. This
Oh,
one
you probably
doesn't have the tab on.
That one hasn't done either, huh?
Yeah, so
It's interesting that they left that up for you.
got that.
Yep.
I could leave those for-
You want a
Wow.
pliers to bend that up with?
Yeah, pliers.
yeah. Some reason, boy, that's a tough
angle.
tab.
Try these ones.
Yeah, those are.
The pliers
Yeah,
are
these.
there.
Yeah, this.
Oh,
will
okay.
do.
All right.
Standard pliers.
Awesome.
Done.
Ready?
Yep.
Man. Well, let me
It's
try
intense,
some.
huh?
Here. Got it right here.
See if you can get it just
Yeah.
lip on the lip.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Boy, that's a heavy.
that leverage
There
on
you
it.
go. Now you got it. Man, that's a heavy. Oh, that was
just
on
from
the pliers. There it is. Okay.
Awesome.
Wow.
That's how
Now,
tight that should be there.
yeah, that
Little light
that's
on
tight
the help.
against there, and it's tight against here, so you won't have any movement. You've got the key. The key is in here,
Plate.
so it's locked to the shaft, and boy, that should be
So now we're-
much quieter.
And so basically, we're just going to do the reverse now.
We'll slip this back.
Oh, shit.
Oh, we got that wire
Jump.
here.
Yeah. Do you want me to hold that up or maybe?
Yeah, I'll just I'll be a little more careful. I
Just
just
positive. You're good.
let's see.
It's amazing how much 6 volts can make a spark.
Yeah,
You think if your house is being 220 and 6 is not being that much, but
I wonder if I should
If I
go.
can come up from behind it and pull
jump
up on it.
I mean, if you want to, I can just disconnect the battery if it's so easier for you.
I got it out of the way, I think. Up high enough. There it
Okay.
is.
There you are. Okay.
Now,
Do you want me to hold it in place while you put the couple volts in there?
Do we need to run the magnet through there, make sure nothing in
oh
there?
no, I think we're good. I'll put one bolt in here and get this started.
Get it?
Not quite. There we go. Oh, you know what? This will work a whole lot better. Once I get it started,
Yeah.
there we go. Makes a world of difference. Okay. Now,
So you're putting your 3 main bolts back in, and then we'll
can usually feel your way around and be able to
Get that lower one.
Well,
So the good thing is when you're taking it out in the first place, it doesn't just fall to the ground. It's kind of got that
Right.
kind of keeps it in there.
yeah,
For some reason,
it'll hang.
because Wayne had told me just to bring it to the meeting. I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, I'm afraid I'm just going to drop it right to the ground and make it worse off. It'll be
Okay.
watch
Yeah, I
your
think the-
connection with that.
Yeah,
positive.
watch that.
Yeah.
Now,
be able to get it started.
I am good at it. Okay. Yeah, it's really not bad, even if you're on tour and in something. I'm not going to tighten that all the way up until I get the last one in here.
So do you think that has anything to do with like the fact it keeps stalling as soon as I start it, or is that completely unrelated?
No, that shouldn't.
I figured. I know we were working on trying to adjust the carb too, and maybe just something needs tweaked over. there too.
We'll look at it
Yeah.
and see. Why is that so hard? There it is. It sure came off easier than.
It's hard to get it.
There it is, finally. Once you get a couple threads started, then.
Actually, is that ignition key off? That's probably one thing. We could have done.
Oh, that might. That's why.
Shoot.
That's why it was because we were grounding it.
Yeah.
And
Okay. Well,
I
that'll
thought,
probably-
why? How could that? We got the ground off. How in the
Yeah,
world could
was
that
strange.
spark?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Well, I thought of that just now, but
Okay. Well, those are long screws.
long thread.
Okay. Yeah, this length of this is perfect. Fuse is nice because, boy, if
something does
you
go
ever have a
wrong.
short, it will burn the fuse.
Yeah.
And that way you don't have to worry about it. And I would rather run a fuse and not burn up my wiring system
Right.
than,
Yeah, it's a good dummy-proof thing.
yeah, that, look at that. We're almost back.
That's good.
Okay.
Now,
Now
does this have to go in anywhere?
Yeah, that,
Okay.
here, take these and get them out of our way here so we don't drop.
That just sort of.
This stuff.
Oh, I think that drops down or something.
There.
Yeah,
Okay. Now,
that's fine.
all we got left is
Oh,
pull
so you
this.
slide that down.
Yeah, that just,
Okay.
and it's got a flat piece on here where you can put a wrench on there, but generally it just now is it out of gear?
It should be in neutral because
Okay.
I left it there when I started.
Yeah.
Will it do something if it's in gear? Oh,
Sound better?
sounds a lot better. Yeah. All right.
Let me. Do you want to get that on video?
Yeah, that's good. Let's do it. Will it turn over?
That's how it's supposed to sound.
Interesting.
So
So let's start it up again. Here, you.
We don't have much fuel.
there we go. Boy, does that sound better? Yeah. Yeah. It was rattling in there, and it was so loose. Okay, let's check the timing now.